straight. Okay. Let's see if our live is there. All right. Live stream. All right. Let's begin today's session. Going to start straight from how we stopped at in the previous lecture. So I'll start recording. Where is our recorder? All right. Hello, and how are you? My name is Muhindo Mubarak, and I'll welcome you to our other episode of creating a complete marketplace system that will be available on Android, iOS, and also on the web platform, on the website, as well as the admin portal. So that's what we want to achieve at the end of this lecture series. So without much said, let's go straight into today's business. As you know, always do 40 minutes, so I'll go ahead and start our counter. All right, so let's go straight into today's business. So if you still remember, yesterday we were able to create our API that would accept uploading of images. If you still remember, we were able to upload the image using what? Using Postman. So in today's lecture, we're going to upload the image now using the mobile application itself. Then we proceed. So then we proceed to other steps. Alright, so with that much said, let's go straight into today's business. So I'm compiling the application as it is compiling. So I'll make sure that, as I even told you before, that you have to find a way how you make your mobile application communicate with your local database. You have to make sure that your mobile application communicates with a local database. I gave you the methods. For me, that of Mac, mine's already connecting successfully. Now all that I need is now to test each endpoint that I make. If yours can't connect, I really I don't know how I should say it, motivate you to find the videos that will enable you to communicate either your emulator or your mobile phone with a what? With your local database. Okay, so once you solve that problem, then you shall be on the good page for us to move in the same page space. Okay, so and it is possible. Make sure that you can access the locals to your laptop, on your either emulator or on your phone, and I've already given you the method that you can use to do that. All right, that much said, let's go straight into today's business. So what we're going to do, we're going to see how we can upload upload the photo that we have into the online database. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's use this test photo upload. We're going to first begin by using this one. Once it is doing everything properly, then we shall go ahead and do what, and then do the real uploading. Okay, so I mean the real uploading of the product. All right, so let's start. Okay, so first things first, we're going to first generate our offline image model. Okay, our mobile application or offline image model. So to do that, I'll come to our project. So I'll come to localhost and then come to our market link project, and let me log in. And there you go. Alright, so I'll come here to code generator, or you can just simply come to the project and then put stroke gens, and then we're going to create here a new class. Okay, a new class here. So this class is going to be image model image. I can put maybe local to make sure that we're able to identify it, and then it will be picking the data from what, from our image models, and the endpoint, I just simply put the same. We're not going to use the endpoint since it's going to be local. It's supposed to be gen, not gens, I think. Yeah, make sure that you're accessing it through gen, not gens. That's why my things are not that I'm sharing with this. So gen stroke gen. So come here and put the image local, so put images, and then come put the model to be the same. So that is it. Then go ahead and click on generate model. So I have our model there generated. So after doing that, I'm going to create now this class of that in our project. So I'll come to our project. This is our project. Then I'll come here to our models, lib model. Go ahead and say new file, and then paste there image model local dot that, or can say image local mode local model dot. Okay, then after pressing enter, go ahead and copy everything there and then put it in the image model there. So after doing so, then you'll have the image model there. All right, so this comes with the code that I share with you, and it's something that we did even in our previous lecture series. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to remove the online, so I can just simply delete this endpoint. See, this image is going to be totally offline. Okay, so let me remove this image endpoint. Okay, so after doing so, I'll come and also remove this HTTP request where there is get online items. I'll also remove it. I don't need that. It's going to be totally offline. And then after, I'm going to come and do what, and remove also the get online items. Okay, so it will just be returning whatever is offline only. So that is the offline image. Okay, so we shall be using this one to manage the offline image things. Alright, so with that much said, what else do we need now is to create the instance of the image. So to create the instance of the image, I've already prepared this code to save your time. So let me open it somewhere so I can be able to save your time rather than repeating ourselves as I explain. Alright, so after doing so, we shall come back now to our project. So we want now an instance of creating a new image model, and then you put there the logic of uploading. Okay. Now in this case, we are going to make, since the ID of this image is going to be coming from online, the ID of this image is going to be coming from online. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this to be, it's not going to be coming from online. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this primary key to be auto increment. Okay, we're going to make it auto increment, so that if we don't set the image, it should automatically increment. If you don't send the ID, the database should determine what should be the ID, the unique ID of that image. So we make this one auto increment. So also another thing, to JSON, in this to JSON, we are going also to modify it. It's not going to be like our normal to JSON that we always have, that gets data from the internet. So we're going to check if the ID is 0 and we reset it. So to do that, we shall just simply say, for example, you can just simply say map, and then it's going to be having a map of string, stroke, dynamic. We can call it data equals 2. So that is it. Okay. So here, before we return, okay, so it has to return. So before we return, I'll first check if ID is 0, I remove the ID. If ID is 0, I remove the ID. Okay, so just say if ID is 0, remove it, so that you should be able to auto increment. Otherwise, your things will not auto increment. So that's how you solve that problem of auto incrementing things that are all local or offline. Alright, so after doing so, now let's go ahead and work on the image uploading. Okay, let's go ahead and work on the image uploading. So let's come back to creating new image. Okay, this creating, so let's go back to this screen where we are the one that we use for testing the image and compression logic. Let's go to that screen. So we're going to be, it's the one that we're going to use to practice everything. So that screen is where, I think it is, let me see, that screen is, let me just search for that compress size. Alright, yeah, so that screen is called image uploading screen. That is the one that we had created before. I believe if you're following the video, you have this screen there, image uploading screen, where we're testing the compression logic and also selecting the image, something like that. Okay, you still remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the select image. So select image, of course, has to work properly. So in my emulator, I already have some images that I can use for testing. So let me select this image. Okay, so here next to the compress button, I'm going to put maybe upload image. Okay, upload image. So let's come to compress button, which is here. Where is it? It is this one, I believe. It is this one. So let's come that button, and then I'm going to add another button for uploading the image. Alright, you can even skip the compression and then just work on the uploading only. Okay, so let's change it for now. Okay, let's add another button for uploading image. So I can just simply come and duplicate this. I hope we shall still have some room there. Alright, okay, it is okay. So let's make this first one to be upload image. Okay, upload. Alright, so I'm going to remove everything here, and then we're just going to focus only on uploading the image. There you go. So I'm just going to create some simple function that I'm going to be calling when I'm uploading image. So I can say do upload image. That is the function that I'm going to use to test for image uploading. So I'll go ahead and press Alt and Enter to create that function. So I created this method, so it is here. So at that level, we're going to now go ahead and do the logic of uploading the image. I like doing things from top. Let me put on top here. Here. And put it here. Just can put it here. It's okay. Let me put it here. Right. So it's just used for uploading images. I can just simply put utils.toast and say uploading, just for the sake of. So if I save and I click on upload, you'll see uploading. All right, there, we're good now. We're good. All right, so now to upload image, first of all, we're going to check if the image path is not null. So we check if path is empty. We can say no image selected. We go ahead and get the file and say maybe f equals to file of the image. We check if file does not exist, we return back and say image, file, no image to upload, or image does not exist, image not found. All right, so we proceed. Now at this level we can just simply make now a toss and say good to go, good upload image, going to upload image. So if I submit there, you see, going to no image found. So this file was not actually found. I don't want I want just the image path, not the compressed path, the image path that we're displaying. Okay, so if I now see, you see, going to upload file, so that is now fine. So for offline capabilities, as I was telling you, we don't need just to upload it directly. We need to first save it on offline. So even this person is adding products from offline, they can add the products offline and then later they upload when they are connected to internet. That's what I want us to do. So it means that we have to first save this thing offline. Okay, so to save it offline, it means now we're going to need our image model. So it's just simply come and say image model. So I can just simply put here, maybe this one should be receiving a string and say maybe just put underscore and say image path. Okay, so it's the one that we shall be looking for. All right, so it's now going to ask for it here. I just pass it here, the image path. Okay, but however you shall access it with the underscore. All right, so I'm going to create now an image model, a local image model instance. So I can call it img equals to img local, like that. All right, so after doing so, I'm going now to initialize different things. So I can just simply come here and copy these different things that I might need. All right, so so after doing so, I go ahead and I created art. I don't need it. Name of the image, I don't need it. Okay, name of the image can just simply say img. I say name of the image to be the image path. Okay, or can maybe stock item image, something like that. You can just call it anything. However, if you can give your users ability to comment on image, that's why you can say the name of the image. All right, so let's go ahead and get the local ID. Now here we don't have the local product. Okay, so we can generate just some local ID. Okay, we can generate just some local ID. So you can just simply say random. Okay, and then say dot next int, and then you put like that. So by doing so, it will be able to get for you some random integers. So maybe you can get also maybe after doing so, you can also attach the current time. So you see I attach the current time. So you see, I go ahead and attach on top of this, I attach the current time. However, you can do all this in one line by just simply getting this and put it here, then remove this. So I get here some random value, and then I also get the random time, I mean the current time. So it will be very hard to get these random values and in the current time to be exactly the same. It will be a very low probability for that to happen. So that, let's say that is the local product photo. I mean then the local ID for this image, because we shall uniquely identify this image online using its local ID. So I have to do that, something that is actually very unique. So this is the current time with these random figures. You can even add more random figures, okay? So you can just simply do like this. Let me remove this time. Okay, the string. So I'm just adding that. So let's see how our local value looks like. Can just simply put here underscore. So it will be very, very hard to get a same name even if you're using different devices. Alright, so if I go ahead, let me display what we are getting here. If I go ahead and save, say submit or upload, you'll see that what is it saying? Loading entire title, consumes entire tile. What is it saying here again? See, that is our image. So this time I do not like how it is. You can just simply put .mili. I think mil is here, mil per each, I don't know, something like that. Milliseconds for milliseconds since epoch. So save that one. Let's see what we have. That's what we have. Submit. You see, that is the random value with the current timestamp with a what? With another random value. So it is very hard to really come up with something that's going to look the same. So yeah, that's how you get the unique number. Alright, so after getting the unique number, so we can even create a function that can be getting for us unique numbers. We shall create it by now. Alright, so that is that. Let's go ahead and so local ID text, we don't need that one. Local parent local ID, so this will be like the local parent ID for the unique name of the parent. Okay, so this one can also be another unique value. However, keep it simple, let us just make it 1. Okay, but we checked in the moment we did some logic the other side that it should not be less than 5 characters. So in that case, I'm going to create just our utils function that's going to be saying get unique. Okay, get unique. It will be getting for us the unique string. Okay, so come here, utils. So get unique. Let's go ahead and create that. So it's going to be returning string, and then we can just simply say return. We just get this time, and then we convert it to string, and then attach. Okay, we attach random, like this. You can do some very huge random, and then you can also attach another random. So yeah, that is just a milliseconds. It's just millisecond with some random values. Okay, all right, so let's proceed to get for us a unique ID. So if I come here and I put this one down, you'll be able to see that we're having something again really unique. This one here, I mean this one here, it's very big and it is unique. All right, So that is okay. Now we proceed. We get local text. This one I don't need it. Parent online, I don't need it. Okay, for now we can just keep it maybe 1 if it is there, or can just if the parent has online value, we can just make it, let's say 1 for now, but it's optional. Uploaded by ID, this one will be generated when uploading, so let's just keep this one as a comment here. All right, so what do you need next? The type we can make it, we can call it a product. It's a product. You can keep it product in capital letters. So what else do you need? The local path. So this local path is now the path of the image itself. Okay, the path of the image itself. The path of the image itself. So thumbnail path. We can leave that one for now. Online, upload status, and then details. Those are already empty, so you can just leave those on for now. So those are the main things that we need on an image. You can pause the video and look at it. Then you're going to work now on uploading this image. Okay, on uploading this image. So let's first save it before we upload it. So to save it, the status, it can be pending. Yeah, upload status to be pending by default. So yeah, that's very important. Pending for upload. So let's go ahead and save it. So just simply say .save, and then here we go and make it await, like that. Return this method to asynchronous. All right, so yeah, that's it. So after saving, then we shall go ahead and upload the images. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if it has saved successfully. I can put here maybe saved successfully. All right, so we first save it and then we'll upload them later. Okay, so let's go ahead and submit. You'll see saved it successfully. So it has saved it successfully. So this image is in our local. So you have now these two images saved successfully. All right, so that's it. Yeah, so now we're going to work on the logic of uploading them. Okay, so these are the logic of adding the image to the local database. In fact, instead of saying do upload, let me just come here and say save image to local database. I can reduce on the size of this image that you're displaying here. Let me make a height of get height divided by 2, so this image can be smaller. It's too big. Let's say divide by 3. Make sure this one is divided by 3. That is okay also. So let's change this method where we have upload. Okay, so we can change this one. Let's put here some spacer between these two. This one as upload, this one 15. All right, so that one is, we can change this one to save image. So it just saves image offline. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on the one to upload now. So I'll duplicate this guy, and I'll duplicate those two buttons so they can be 2. I can go ahead and rename this, so this one can be now upload image. So let me rename this function to save image. Okay, so I'll come back here where there is actually save image, and I put that one here. Now this method, I'm going to create a method for uploading images. Okay, method for uploading the images that have been saved. So let me say do upload images. Okay, and then I press Alt and Enter to create this method. Or I can just simply, so this method does not need anything, because it will be reading the images from the local database. So let me pass nothing there. Now let's come on top here and just put this and then say upload images. Okay, all right, so there we're going to now do the logic of uploading a single image. Okay, so I can just simply put here a boolean and say is uploading and make it false. So I'll get now the images. Okay, so I'll get the images that are offline, okay, and then start uploading them. All right, so how do you get the images that are offline? Just simply say list and say image model local and say maybe images or pics, something like that. Right, so I get those ones that are offline, get items. So I can now check if image is empty, I say no image to upload. If they are not empty, I'm going to loop through them. Just simply say for and then say var maybe img in images. Okay, or I can say maybe temp in images. So I check if the image status is pending, or I can just simply come here and put the where. Okay, let me just check, let me get all of them. So if image status upload status is not equal to, so what is the original one? It is pending. So pending images are the one that we shall be uploading. So if it is not pending, we do what? We continue like this. Okay, so I can come here and create an object, say image to upload and make it to be just an empty image like this. So if image is not pending, I continue. If the image is pending, I say images, I say equal to temp and I break this loop. So here I go ahead and say I check if okay image to upload length local path length is 0 is nothing is empty, I just say no image to upload. Okay, so I know I can say maybe all images have been uploaded, all images uploaded, something like that. Okay, all right, so if otherwise I can say utils and say the toast, say time to upload image. I can even put here the path, so we shall know now that is the time to upload image. So I submit upload image, you see time to upload image, you see the path is there. All right, so in this image I'm going to, since we are going to reuse this function in many ways, so I'm going to put I'm going to create a function in I'm going to create a function in the image model classes that I'm going to be using to upload the images. Okay, so it can be in one place so you can be able to reuse it. So I'll just simply say img so I can just, so it will be returning a response of string. So if it is an empty string, we shall just know that it's successful. If it is not empty, we shall know there's an error. So I can say maybe response equals to await and let's say dot upload maybe self. So it should upload it itself, something like that. So we check if is not empty, we can now go ahead and put toast and say failed because, and then we shall be returning the response of failure in the response that comes. Okay, because that, like this. All right, so and then we return. All right, so now this is uploading. We can check if image is uploading, we return from there. So here we shall be setting, so here when you say upload self on top of this, that is when we shall be setting uploading to be true, and when it finishes immediately When it finishes, we set it to be false. Alright, so let's go ahead and say that this one, can you change the background color? Alright, so that is okay. So if it is successfully goes through that, I can say successfully upload if this response not empty. So being so, I'm going now to create upload self function on this image upload model. So that is going to be uploading the image. So let me go ahead and press Ctrl and click on it. Alright, so remove this. Alright, so let's go ahead and create the upload self method in the image upload. So come here to the image upload, the image local image. We're going to add a method called upload self. So upload self is going to be a future method that is promising to return a string and called upload self. So it have to be here async like this. Alright, so by default we can be returning nothing for now. So at the end here to return nothing. Alright, so now I'm going to put here now time to upload the image. Okay, so I can just print here, say time to upload image. Now that is where there is business. Remove this. So you see, time to upload image. So it has reached there successfully. Alright, so now let's go ahead and work on the logic of uploading the image. First of all, you may need to first check if the image path is existing. So you can just simply first say let me first get this alright, first things first, we first check if you are not connected to internet. So if it's not connected to internet, I can return back here and say not connected to internet, no internet connection. Alright, by the way, we may first check this one even before we call the upload image. Okay, so we first check here if it's not connected to internet, we should not even bother to upload. Alright, if it's not connected to internet, you just say no internet connection, because the image can't be uploaded to the internet connection. So I put it here even before we bother. We don't bother even. So if it is not connected, I just return back no internet connection. So second thing, we check if the status is uploaded. If the upload status if upload status equals to uploaded, okay, we return the image already uploaded. Okay, so this image is already uploaded, right? So we need fact check here before even upload. Alright, so that's the second condition. Third condition, we check for the file. Okay, we get the file, we check the file if it's existing. So this is how you check. You can first insert the file, we can check it directly from here. So you check, we called it local path. I think that's where we save the file, local path. Okay, so you check if it is not existing, I say failed. Now here we know now this can happen maybe later because of maybe some issues. So I put here the upload status to be failed. Okay, the reason, so this is the message. Remember we had something called upload status detail. Okay, so the reason here will be maybe image path does not exist, so we return. So that is in case the path does not exist, we return that one. So it means that now this image will be marked as has failed to upload, maybe because the path does not exist. All right, that is fine. Okay, we proceed. So we proceed to another thing now. We go ahead and now create what we want to upload. Okay, so go ahead and create what we want to upload. So to create what we want to upload, we just simply say this string, and then you say dynamic, and then say form photo, so form data map equals to JSON. You can call this anything that you want, because it is a what? It is a variable. So after doing so, why is it not showing? Alright, that's fine. Okay, so here what I was trying to say, you initialize this one here. So if it does not exist, alright, so here we just create that map data, and then the next thing is now to start setting maybe other variables. But I believe almost that when you say to JSON, almost everything that you want, it has already come, so you don't need to even set more things. Okay, just in case you want to add more values, you can go ahead and add them here. Maybe the person who is logged in, you can get the logged in user here when you want to upload. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the logged in user. Logged in user goes to get user. I think that is how we get the logged in user. I hope so. All right, so and then you go ahead and put here uploaded by, and then you pass the user ID, and then put to string. All right, so uploaded by, and then you pass the user ID. So this one is already there, so you make sure that that is attached in the data that you have here. Or you can just first put it there, and then you confirm it. You can just put it there first, and then you confirm it. Okay, so after doing so, now the next thing is now to compress the image. So I wanted us to be compressing the image at this level. When you are about to upload it, that's when you do what? You compress the image. So so I'm going to go ahead and say upload path. So the path that we're going to upload, all right, the path that we're going to upload, this is the image that we're going to upload. Okay, so we make it empty by default. So after making it empty, then after doing so, we go ahead and compress the image. So this compressed image, we surround it with try and catch, So if it successfully uploads, successfully compresses, we initialize this path. If it fails, we put this path back to original. So here our original path, we are calling it local path. All right, so here we put here local path. Now we're going to create a function in our utils that you're going to be that is going to be helping us to compress images. We're going to call it compress image in utils. So press Ctrl and click on utils, and then come and I remember we have here compress image quality, all these things. Here we have image compress, right? We did it last time. Yep. Yeah, so let me create another one here. I think it's much more stable. I'm going to explain it. So let me come back. So I'll come here on top of utils, on top of our utils, put here a method called compress image. Okay, compress image. It will just get the source path only. Then after doing so, it will go ahead and get the temporary directory. So we're going to create a temporary directory. So temporary directory, it will be like a path where shall be keeping our temporary things. For example, when you compress this image, you have to keep it in temporary directory. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So this is a function that will get for us a temporary directory. Let me put it here, and I'm going to explain it, don't worry. So let me come here in the bottom of this function, and then I put there the get temporary directory or get temporary folder. So it needs get application document directory. So this get application document directory, we need to add another package that will help us to manage the folders on our device. So that is called that thing is called path provider, that package. So let's go ahead and add the package called path provider. You can search on Flutter packages and add it there. So let me go ahead and add it. Our time is up, but I want us at least to finish this while we can upload images. So you put path provider there, okay, path provider. Then after, we go ahead and run the Flutter Gate. So it will run the Flutter Gate, and then after, go back. Alright, so press Alt and Enter to be able to get now the path of the image of the directory. So I check if there is a directory called temporary. Okay, if it is not there, I go ahead and create it. This is how you create directory. Okay, so after getting it, I go ahead and say directory, it is this one, and then I check if it didn't exist. If it fails, I say failed to create directory. If it finishes, I return back the path. So that will be our temporary directory on the mobile phone that we shall be using to create the path. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. So I go ahead and get the base path. Okay, so after doing so, I go ahead and check if the path is empty. I just simply say it failed to create the directory. If this folder was not empty, is not existing, it is empty, I just said failed to create directory and return from here. So we are here in the compressed image. Okay, compressed image. So if it does finish, I go ahead and get the image size in MBs. All right, after getting the image size in MBs, and then I go ahead and call this function called get compression quality. It's a method that we created ourselves. This is called get compression quality. Okay, so I have a better one that I think can work better for you as well. Okay, so it will help to get for you the quality in accordance to the size of the image. So let me show you the one that I have, that I created. So here it is. So these are the different qualities. So according if this image is having 10 MBs, if the quality is, the image is 10 MBs and above, it should, I mean, if it's, the image is greater than 10 MBs, return you 20 quality. If it is greater than 5, return to maybe 25 quality. If it is greater than, so you can go ahead and look at these qualities. Okay, so if it is, the image reduces up to this size, you can be able to send the lesser quality, something like that. So the image should be compressed accordingly, according to its respective size. Alright, so maybe this one I can make it 30. At least let's make it 30, and then this one make it maybe 35. Alright, so we can have a better quality of images. Alright, so let's proceed. Alright, so we are here. So we convert you get the image size, and after we get the quality, and after we go ahead and get the compression name, and after then you go ahead and the original name. This one I was just using this one for testing. So after getting those two, you see how I'm getting them. So I get the absolute, and then I say split, and then say last to get the original name. So I go ahead and say compression name is going to be the temporary, and then I say random, get this random, and get this random, yeah, and then I put the original name there. Okay, so I get these random values and I put the original name there, and then after I say compression path equals the base path, the compression where you're going to put the image that you're going to compress is equal to the base path, or the base directory, the temporary directory, and then I pass the compression name. Then I check if I create here X file and make it results, and it is nullable, put a question mark, make it nullable, and I go ahead and check. I say I run now this file flutter compressed image, and then I pass compression, then I pass here the quality. You can see what we did last time almost. And then if it fails, I just simply say it fails to compress because of that. And if it successfully compresses, I return the if it fails, I return again the source. If it successfully compresses, I go ahead and return the result, and the return is what? Its path. Again, I return the compression path. This one is just doing it for in case I just want to display those things in the path. So you can see that is the compression file. I mean compression function that I created. But I think you can also start from that one to create even maybe a better one. So understand it. So that is how we compress images. So let me go back now here. So here I compress the image. After compressing it, let's see if it can compress successfully. Okay, so let me just put here print. So it's a original path, it is that one, and then compressed path is that one. Let's see if they are not the same, then we shall know it has compressed successfully. If they are the same, then we shall know that it failed. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on here. So we need to run our application again. If we try to upload right now, it will fail because it will fail to create the base path. Okay, I think it has done it. It has done it, yeah. So upload compress successfully. Yeah, but sometime you may need to run your emulator again afresh. So you see it has successfully compressed for me. So the original path, it is this one, which has the word shopping, and then our compressed path, it is this one here. So this is the path that is actually compressed. This is the path that is actually, I mean, the original path. Okay, so you can even check the size of the original size and the original and the compressed size. So let me just simply put here, maybe say file 1, let's say maybe f1 equals to file, and I get the file that I'm going to upload, which is the local path, and then f2 equals to that. So I can just simply say maybe int size 1 equals to that one, and then size 2, so maybe 2 MBs, then that will be our size 1, this will be our size 2, and then let me display this one. That is our first, let's say KB or MB. Alright, so and then this is our second. Alright, so those are just kilobytes. Yeah, let's go ahead and see the kilobytes of each. So upload image, so it is actually compressing. So you see the first one and the second one. The original one is actually small, so this image is very small. Let's remove it. Okay, just know it is compressing. Okay, we shall look at that later. Alright, so yeah, so that's it. So it can actually compress our image. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, so there we can now know that it is actually compressing. You can test and make sure that it's actually compressing the thing. Alright, so after doing so, now we proceed with the upload self. So here we have compressed. After compressing, then we go ahead and add the file that we're going to upload like this. So this is how you add it. Let me show you. You just simply say form data map, and then since on the online we're using photo, so I can put here photo. Remember online we are using the word photo. If you still remember, in our API we are using the word photo as the name of the image to upload, and let's say equals to await, and let's say multipart, and then you import this one, the one of dio, and then here you put the file that you're going to upload, and then here you put its name, the name of that file. So you can put here the name that we're using, or we can just simply pass this name so it can be totally unique, the file that you're uploading, and then something like that. You see? So I hope you're together, right? So after doing so, then we are going to run our response model. So our response model, you already have it in your project in front of it. Submit image. Alright, so this is the response. 0, exception thrown, 500, status 500. Haha. So you see, having a lot of things. Let's see what is happening. Response model here. So it is success. If it fails, right? So failed, bad response. So having 500 on the server, right? Having 500 on the server. Let's see if we are able to reach the endpoint that we want. Our video has become too long, but it is worth it. So have here image uploading. Okay, image uploading is the same that you're having here. Alright, so let me just return success and we see if we can just reach here. So let us return success and see if it can actually just reach here. So you just return success and say null and say maybe file upload success. So I'm just returning it from top here. We just see if it will reach there. So I click on upload. So you see it cannot reach there actually. Let me first remove these unnecessary prints that you're having here. So it starts uploading. So you see the error. So the API is not being reached correctly. So let's see how I fix that. What is our base URL? HTTP. Let's see, can we access this one? Yes, we can access it. Yep. Oh, see, there are two different repositories. This one is pointing at main. This one is pointing at our logic has been on web, not main. Let's try to put that one off web. Let's try to run it again. I'll come here to my products, add products, test, and let's say upload image. Alright, let me just select at least one image. Alright, so upload image. So it's bringing 500. Alright, let's start from there in the next lecture. Let us start from there in the next lecture. However, the remaining part is simpler. The biggest part we've done it. And once we finish that, the rest of the logic will not be so much complicated. Alright, so make sure that you reach up that level. If you can solve that problem, well and good. And you can see how I'm uploading it. You see? The upload, and then this is how we actually upload the image. Where have I been putting this logic? Here in image upload. Yeah. Alright, so see how we fix that. However, in the next lecture, we're going to start from there and make sure that we succeed uploading the image in that systematic way. Goodbye, and see you in the next lecture. Just make sure that you practice and make sure that you understand. Suma, see you. Unless you have a question. Hello?
See you.
Do you have a question?
No, sir.
Or you take it?
Somehow.
Okay then. See you.
Kali.
Practice.